We're living in the book of Revelation. And I'm going to show you exactly where we are. Why we're living in a country that for the first time in its existence has indicted a president of the United States or an ex-president. Y'all don't know how that looked, the optics on the outside of the country. Now, whether these, and I don't want to use the word, but no pun intended, whether some of these so-called charges are trumped up or whatever the case might be, it doesn't change the optics of how others are viewing. At the same time, you have a president of the United States who, unfortunately, has some cognitive issues. And I'm saying that, I'm using that loosely in respect for him. Okay? Falling up the steps 3 times to get on Air Force One so that the world could laugh. And I don't think he intentionally fell up the steps. He's exactly who they want in place. These are the optics they want. A view from the outside of the country as a what? Vulnerable, weak, and confused nation, which will justify a new world order getting constructed from the outside of it. Which is what? Revelation 17, and let's start at the first verse, Elder Lawya.
Yes, sir. Revelation chapter 17, verse number 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
The great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Elder Lawya. Well, this whore starts off with the Roman Empire, right? But she was able to make what? She was able to make a country out of herself to take the fall for Rome. She used France, Spain, and Great Britain, developed commonwealths all over the earth targeting the children of Israel. But she would sit on many waters. That means she has many tentacles. You'll always find her in everyone else's business, as if she have her business together. As if she has her business together. She'll be sitting on many waters. Right? Read.
Verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
The wine of her fornication. When it says the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, all of the nations are in bed with her. There are accomplices to her sins against the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way some of these nations can actually save face in these end times, politically, there must be a justifiable reason to step away in which they can look at America or look at the democracy that of freedom, or this bastion of freedom, and say, listen, that so-called bastion of freedom is immoral, even according to our standards. So all the nations are complicit, but when they see what they are tied to, they're going to begin to back off and say, well, hold up. We were in league with coming against the children of Israel, Esau, your brother. We were in league as long as it financially benefited the stability of our families. But you're doing things we can no longer co-sign. Okay? We're not politically aligned with these other things you're doing. Right? Read the third verse.
Yes, sir. Verse number 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Now it says this woman was a scarlet-colored beast. That's red. Esau, red. The 7 heads represents the 7 hills of Rome. The 10 horns represents the original alliance of countries, European countries like the EU, who were originally aligned with Rome. The 4th verse.
Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
So at the base or foundation of this particular beast is wickedness, abominations, filthiness, fornication, everything that's anti-God, everything that's anti-Bible. So on the surface, she would present herself as good. On the surface, while inwardly promoting the wickedness she does in dark places, within secret societies, within secret clubs. But what if she now introduced the club or initiate the club, the world, into her club, where she no longer have to do it behind closed doors, because in this cup flows complicity. The more the nations get down with her, the more the nations will begin to do the things she have done in the dark. And when she get enough countries to follow along, they'll open up the door so that all of the citizens of the world can play within their satanic theater. This is where we are today, folks. 5, read it.
Yes, sir. Verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots.
The mother of harlots. Read.
And the abominations of the earth.
Everything. Now, an abomination is what the Bible states abominations are. Lewd acts, lewd sexual perversion. Abominations in the Old Testament, which the Bible say are worthy of death. Perverseness. And then you would promote the perverseness to children while the whole world watch. Six.
Verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yeshua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
So when John saw her, Elder Lawya, he wondered with great admiration. Why is this a mystery? It shouldn't be a mystery to any of us, because it's identified that she, this woman we must look to, killed Christ, killed the disciples, had bounties on those who believed that they were Hebrews, who understood who Esau was. So it shouldn't be a mystery to us, because it's saying this beast had what? This beast was drunken with the blood of the saints. It was the Roman Empire who came in to sack Jerusalem, which led to us running into Africa, fleeing Roman persecution. So it's a mystery to you. But if you know history, it shouldn't be a mystery to identify what? The original beast, Esau, the red Edomite countries who were aligned against us. Now, he wondered with admiration because you should know clearly who the beast is based on the state of the earth. If the earth is promoting wickedness, evil, anti-God, it's anti-Christ, you should know exactly who this beast we're reading is. But it's a mystery to the world. Because the world, the majority of people in the earth, Elder Lawya, refuses to read. They refuse to understand and look at history critically and understand that the Bible's view of the history is the Bible's view that connect the dots. So the mystery here is that this is the beast who killed Christ, the disciples, and put the children of Israel on the run, who eventually had a political system that would entrap us. Before what? Before actually exterminating us. They will use the children of Israel like a battery until it's used up and then put them down. The 7th verse, read it, Elder Lawyer.
Yes, sir. Verse 7. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and the 10 horns.
Come on.
And the beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition.
So we know this beast was and is not, and it shall go into perdition. Now it was prophesied, right? It was prophesied out of the word that it would be Satan who would be released from the bottomless pit at the end of Christ's 1,000-year reign. So we know that Satan is the spirit over the empire, over the Pope, over the 7 heads, over the 10 horns. It's Satan's initiative. So it says the beast that was shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. So now it's identifying the beast, what? Spiritual leader, the head of the beast. Read.
Yes, sir. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is.
Now check out this beast that was and is not, but yet is. Now, in order to break this prophecy down, we have to go to yet is. So we understand that this yet is during the same time John is receiving the revelation by Christ on the Isle of Patmos. Right? See? Yet is. So now let's view it through John's eyes. Yet is. What empire exiled John to the Isle of Patmos? The Roman Empire. Right? So what does it mean? The beast that was and is not, but yet is. Well, the beast that was is because Rome wasn't an originator. It takes its spiritual beliefs and ideologies from ancient Babylon. So it's the beast that was, but is not. Because Babylon isn't ruling, Rome is, but yet is. See? So it took this. So here it is. Satan took his power from the Babylonians he gave to Nimrod and transitioned it to the Roman Empire, the papacy. When you do the research on the modern day Catholic Church rituals and rites, they parallel exactly with the ancient priesthood of Babylon. So it's the same beast, the beast that was and is not, because no one can recognize that it's operating, but it was operating at the time of John on the Isle of Patmos. Yet is.